welcome back. I am now going to head these meetings. As a lot of you have heard, I am now in the officer position, but I am going to take the lead on most everything. Tyler will step in whenever he sees fit. He is still the war chief. All decisions that are important, he will step in and he will change to anything however he sees fit. He is war chief. But I will be acting as basically guild leader and basically doing anything I would if I was war chief. But if Tyler steps in, he will take charge. That's probably not going to happen much on many things, but it can, just so you're all filled in. So I've taken the liberty to essentially, I'm running this. We've got a lot to go over. Number one, we have an IRL meeting on the 24th. A lot of you obviously will not be able to attend this meeting, and that is A-OK. It's going to be, once again, hosted by Mizkif. I don't know the details exactly, but there should be an announcement from him soon going over details. But for those of you that want to go to an IRL meeting again, we have another one on the 24th. In this meeting, we're going to obviously have some stupid fun things happen. It's a content stream, of course, but we will do a Molten Core overview. Last Onlyfangs, we did a PowerPoint over Molten Core. I ran it. We are going to do the same PowerPoint, but this time I will show examples of people f***ing up. A lot of you may have heard Fangsley has ran Molten Core. They ran MC, and they had to stop because 5 people died, and they had to cancel the rest of the run. And then they went back in later, I think last night, actually, and 1 person died. So people die in these raids. They are simple, and in almost all the, like last year's MC with Onlyfangs, we did it, and people were like, that's it? The answer is yeah, that is it, but things can still go wrong. And also we're Horde, which means we're not going to have a lot of the Paladin benefits to it. It's going to be a little more complicated with how we have to deal with Core Hounds. If you don't know those mechanics, that's okay. You'll learn it. It's a little more complicated on Horde. We don't have Blessing of Salvation, so Onyxia is going to be a little bit more difficult. Trying to think of what... Oh, yeah, we also don't have AQ20 gear or ZG gear. A lot of you don't know what that is, but it's really strong gear that's better than anything we have. We had all of that. We also will not have all world buffs. We will not have Dire Maul. We will have Onyxia's buff for Molten Core, but we won't have Onyxia's buff for Onyxia. So this Molten Core is going to be a little tougher. Ideally... it's still going to be easy, and we're going to truck right through it, but it's not going to be as easy as last time. It's not. So more details about the raid. The raid is going to be on February 1st. There is a Google Doc on what we need mat-wise. So for preparation, Chazi has helped me out and made a Google Doc. Many of you have maybe seen it, for how many mats we need for 1 Molten Core. A lot of you have also mailed me mats, and you've been rewarded points this week. I'm pretty sure that's how the Undead got so far ahead, is a lot of them have farmed for us and sent in lots of mats. We're looking pretty good on what we need for raid. Pretty much everything we have, except Grom's Blood. We only have 27%. We need 3,600. We have 1,000. And we also need Grave Moss. We're only 1/4 done with that. And we need Ghost Mushrooms. We're only 30% done with that. Everything else, we have enough for 1 raid. But just a reminder, that's 1 raid. And we're going to be doing 2 raids every week. So extra mats are good. We want extra mats. But we're struggling. So we'll probably think about different rewards and get more accurate on, like, basically, maybe we'll find a better way to do this. A punishment idea for Lakari I'm going to have is I'm probably going to transfer all mat collecting to Lakari and make him do it because it's funny to me. It's miserable. Opening the mailbox and writing down who sent what. You guys love to send like 1 dream foil and then you mail 3 dream foils. Like, I don't know why you're all allergic to stacks of 20, but you make me count this shit. It's not fun. So Lakari might end up doing it. I would love that. More details outside of mats on the first raid. A lot of you may know this. There's only going to be 10 sweats. Okay? Sweats, I've had to get a serious definition of. My definition of a sweat that I've decided is, have you rated Molten Core a single time since 2019, the re-release of Classic? And I don't count the last Onlyfangs. That 1 Molten Core we did, I'm not going to count. But anything outside of that, if you rated MC once, you're a sweat. You just are. And there's some people that have squeezed their way in, like Peekaboo, I don't think has ever seen a classic raid in his life. Yeah, he's not considered a sweat. And there's a handful of other people that, like Race to World First people, same thing. But I had to get a hard definition so we could, like, actually fully label people. Only 10 sweats will get to go. A lot of you are going to be upset that you stream at 5,000 viewers and you're not going to be in the first raid. That is a reality that is probably going to happen. If I classify you as a sweat, it is a highly competitive spot for the first raid, and you're probably not going to get in. I really want that to sink into a lot of you, because you're going to be upset when you are surprised. The other 30 people will be non-sweats. This is how the first raid is going to go. It's going to make it much more difficult, but it is a challenge that we have self-inflicted, and we're going to stick to it. After the first raid, there's good news. I'm not just only going to allow 10 sweats in. From there, I'm going to be a hell of a lot more lenient. We're going to have 20 sweats in the raid. I don't care, because there's going to be 2 raids. One of them will be main tanked by me. The other will be main tanked by Tyler. In both of these raids, from then on, I will not be raid leading. Instead, I will choose someone. I'll give them 1 week to prepare, and that person must raid lead the entire Molten core. I'm probably going to have everyone hard muted the entire time, and they will have things like who wants to be a millionaire prompts during the raid. Example, phone a friend. So if they don't know what the fuck's happening, that's everyone's problem now. And you can't tell them shit. Maybe you can talk in raid chat. Maybe we'll figure. It's not fully fleshed out, but that's kind of the concept I'm going for, because we have to do Molten Core and Onyxia twice every week. We're going to start entering the dog days. It's going to be raid logging, and it's going to be very unfun, but it has to be done. More importantly than farming MC, a lot of you don't know how this works, but BWL is the next raid. There are mechanics in BWL where you just get one shot if you do not have an Onyxia scale cloak. To get an Onyxia scale cloak, you need to get an Onyxia scale off of skinning Onyxia. When we kill Onyxia, on average, we will get 3 cloaks per. Only 3. So I want you to do the math on how long it's going to take to get 40 of those with 2 Onyxia kills every 5 days. Onyxia is weird. It's every 5 days it resets, not every week. And a lot of sweats or people will be like, you don't need 40. You don't have to have. They're right. You don't. There are ways to avoid these one-shot mechanics as, say, a healer. At the end of the day, I think you can do it with, like, literally 8 cloaks. But we're not going to do that because we're not dumb. Or, no, we are dumb. That's the point. We're not going to be able to handle those mechanics and bypass those one-shot mechanics reliably. So I would like to have at least 30 before we step foot in BWL. All right? So that's kind of what we've got waiting for us around the corner. Yes, we're going to clear MC, and the first group is going to be a big content group, but after that, it's 2 MCs every week, plus Onyxia. I'm going to have to work on scheduling, because we clearly need to kill Onyxia as soon as she's off CD all the time, but we also have to do Molten Core every week, and there's 2 raids. So it's going to be awkward scheduling. I just want y'all to be prepared for what's to come. That's after February 1st. We'll do our first 40-man raid. Once that 40-man raid clears it with the 10 sweats and 30 non-sweats, the next week after is when the double raids will start happening. We might even have 3. I'm not even sure how many 60s we have. With all that,
202.
A lot. So more than half of us will still not be in raid. I don't know how many of those are alts, to be fair, but about half of us will still not be in raid, and there's not a lot of ways to buy. Maybe we'll have 3. But now it's just a large lift. Doing 3 raids, we're stretching all of our content too thin. No one wants to pay attention.
That's a lot of pots.
That's a lot of potions to farm. Exactly. So 2 is kind of what I'm looking at. 3, we'll see how it's going. That's what I'm looking at with 3. I'm not going over 3 though. It's not happening. A couple other things. In order to do MC, we're going to need Hydraxian Rep. This is a tough one because I know a lot of sweats have their Hydraxian Rep, but a lot of you aren't going to be in the first raid. So I need some non-sweats to do it. And if you are a non-sweat and you do get your Hydraxian Rep, you massively increase your chances of getting in raid. So look into it. Hydraxi and Rep Farm. If you can actually do a douse, the only way you can spawn Ragnaros is by dousing these 12 flames. In order to douse those flames, you have to have a certain reputation and have done a certain quest chain. It's miserable, but it has to be done. So if you want to try and get a higher chance of getting in the first raid, Hydraxi and Rep is how to do it. That and also being able to skin Onyxia is big, but I think we have a lot of those. Trying to think of more example or more things. Oh, attunements. Everyone needs to be attuned. It's not hard. It is kind of a bitch. It's a little time consuming, and I think you have to do a dungeon here or there, but you do need to get your attunement done for Onyxia. Mine's not even done for Ani. So everyone, you should start looking into that. It needs to be done by February 1st. If you're doing your reputation or your attunement on February 1st, you're not going to raid. It must be done before. This is not a last minute thing. It's not that hard. You can do it in a couple hours. All right. Assuming you can get groups for it. But yeah, needs to get done. And this brings me to the next thing. I didn't do this last Onlyfangs, but this Onlyfangs, we're going to do it. Mizkif has unfortunately convinced me to do our first draft for MC on stream. So we're going to draft this. We're going to pick our top 40 for our first MC. It's going to be me, Mizkif, Tyler, maybe Ompy, if we want, like, you know, a hardcore WoW pro just to be in there, just to, no, you can't, like, we need this, we need that, whatever. But it shouldn't be too tough. I should be able to do it on myself. So maybe Ompy, but guaranteed me, Mizkif, and Tyler are going to be doing it. And I'm not sure what date that'll be. I'm going to guess Friday. February, or the day before February 1st. I don't know how many months are in January, or days are in January. Let me see. So it might be January 31st is when we're going to do the draft. We might even do it at the IRL meeting, but I doubt it because that's a little too early. But I just wanted you all to be forewarned. And the things we're looking for on the draft, because I just don't want people crying that they don't get in the first raid, even though it doesn't matter that much, this Onlyfangs. Again, we're looking for people that, you know, viewers want to see you in the raid. That's important. I'm looking at, like, you may stream at 50 viewers, but your name might be, like, for example, Amelia has built a name for herself. People want to see Amelia in the raid because it's funny, because there's that story of Amelia dying over and over. That's an example. And other people as well, you're in that same boat. 2, just basically viewer count at the end of the day. That's an easy way to tell how badly people want to see you in raid. 3, how much you've helped the guild. I'll take that in mind. And 4, raid comp. We are going to need 6 shamans, for example. We just do. So if you wonder why this person got in and you didn't, and you're the 50th mage, that might be why. We need warlocks, blah, blah, blah. Those are the things we're going to look at when building the draft. That'll probably be on the 31st of January. Aside from that, that's everything with raid. We have Onyxia scale cloaks we got to farm. We've got Hydraxi and Rep for dousements, or for douses. Attunements need to happen. You're probably going to have to start farming your own potions. Unless I make Lakari do it because it's funny. I've made 7 characters so far, and I've ran each of them to Orgrimmar. I've had to buy each one of them bank slots, and I still do not have the inventory for this shit. Even if I make them into potions, I don't have the inventory for all of the mats. So it's almost unfeasible to do this every week, especially for 2 raids. It's not possible. So people are going to have to be in charge of their own mats, but their own potions and whatnot. So be prepared for that. Which brings me to the next thing, the auction house add-on. So Athene has made this. Athene has overall basically been willing to us to go through the entire code. I think it's been posted on CurseForge. However, a lot of people have, you know, told me that they're uncomfortable because of Athene's past and whatever. I'm not going to get too into it, but I've withheld on making it an Onlyfangs official add-on. You do not have to use it. You are not required to use it, but you can use it if you want. It is a pretty good add-on. A lot of time and effort went into it. I think 20 people worked on it, but I completely understand if some people want to stay away from it, and you are welcome to do it. It is not an official add-on, but there is some good content. I'm not going to talk too much into it. You're welcome to look into it yourself, but the auction house add-on is made, and it is on CurseForge. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. I think it's the Onlyfangs add-on.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Hi, I've also worked on the add-on, and you can find it on CurseForge. We rebranded it away from a theme, and Soda has full authority as well. It's called the Onlyfangs Auction House.
There you go.
I can also post a link in the general chat, and we've also added some new really nice functionality like Dungeon Finder, Stream Together Finder, and the ability to rate and review death clips as they happen instantly.
So there are some cool things with it, but again, a lot of people have come to me and said they're not fully comfortable with it, blah, 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 all those things, and I completely understand. It's not an official Onlyfangs add-on, and I'm not going to talk any more onto it. That's pretty much it. Moving on from the Auction House add-on. Events. Who's talking? Heard weird sounds. Someone's moaning. Anyways, we have a lot of events coming up. Tyler didn't do any of them, and that's okay. I think Tyler did a phenomenal job with what he knows of WoW, but he didn't do any events. Scavenger Hunt, Plunder Storm Tournament, and Hide and Seek are the 3 events we have queued up. Winky, unfortunately, is out of commission, so the Scavenger Hunt is out of commission for about a week or 2. Hide and Seek, it's stupid, it sounds dumb, but it's actually pretty fun when it's done right. Does anyone have any preferences as to when we do this?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Weekend.
Before the release of Monster Hunter Wilds.
We need to bring back the spirits of the guild and do some events. Sodapoppin.
We absolutely
maybe
will.
not too late on the hours.
It will definitely be earlier
for the European people. Okay.
It's why I don't want to do it on Sundays, because Sundays are already kind of everything and EU has to go to bed. So I was thinking maybe we do it. Let me look at my calendar. Hold on. The date I was looking at.
You can always do 2 days. So like a Saturday early and then you can do like a Friday late. So it works for EU people and NA.
I'm thinking, like, I want to do it sooner than later. I don't want to just do everything on the weekend. This might be a weekday thing and y'all have just suck it up. I'm thinking Wednesday, 22nd at 12 o'clock CST.
That works.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
think that works because we have Plunder Storm Tournament on the 25th.
We do?
And then next week is Raid, yes.
Wait, who's doing a
Thunderstorm tournament is 25th, yeah.
Is that a Twitch Rivals?
Doing a tournament on the 25th.
It's a
Blizzard one.
Okay.
You dare choose Plunder over the Fang?
Well,
But 25th is Saturday, so that's fine. So Wednesday should be
yeah.
fine.
All right, so 25th.
Yeah, Wednesday should be fine. 12 PST is 9 p.m. in Sweden for reference for people. So it's
this is big. I didn't know there was a Plunder
That's
Storm
7, I
tournament.
think.
No, it's even earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 7 p.m.
12
in
p.m.
Sweden.
7 o'clock. He said
GMT.
PST, and if he said PST, it is 9 p.m. Sweden.
No, he said CST.
I think he
said
said CST.
He
Oh,
said
my bad,
7
my bad.
o'clock.
That's even better. That's 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
My bad.
Yeah, that's really
Wednesday,
good.
Wednesday, 22nd. I'm writing this down. We're going to lock it in. Wednesday. My mic muted. Wednesday,
So that you can
22nd,
always do
12 CST.
a
Yeah,
you can always
perfect.
put an event thing in the Discord,
great.
so then everybody can sign up, and then you can see who's actually signing up for it or not.
Oh, a thing is, like, we can have people not show up, hide and seek. If everyone shows up, it might be fucking ridiculous. Like, we're talking, I want, like, maybe 70 people at most. Like, that's almost ideal.
How do you know? How do you know if we don't show up, we're not already starting the game?
We're all just that good at hiding.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Sorry.
We can do sign-ups.
I appreciate the apology. Again, show up if you want. I don't give a f- This is not a requirement. This is just stupid and fun. It was really fun last Onlyfangs. We're going to do it this time. It doesn't matter what level you are. It does matter somewhat. I would say you must be level 20 or higher, because we might be in zones where there might be level 8 mobs, for example. It opens up a lot of options for us. As long as you're level... Actually, f- it. Level 30. I want more options. You must be level 30 or higher to go to this hide and seek. So gives us a lot more zones.
What if we just let them die?
I
You
mean,
can have
And they
people like
risk
stay in guard or
Yeah,
something.
it's pretty funny.
Content.
that's
It's
kind of
reward
the
content.
lower level players for surviving in the
Yeah.
higher areas.
You go at your own risk. Yeah, I kind of like that.
so. Yeah, this is part of the game. We have a lot of zones where there's no mobs, but there's like limited, and the other mobs where there's no, or zones where there's no mobs, there's nowhere to hide. So you have to take a lot into consideration. Also, how easy is it for viewers to show up and be annoying? There's a lot to consider. So we're obviously going to try and the more zones, the better. We'll have to pre-set up some summoners, etc. But it's very fun. The person seeking will be first person. They will have to turn off their entire HUD. They won't see the minimap or anything. And they have to click on someone and target them in order to find them. And then they'll stream in Discord, and we'll all just watch their Discord stream. So we just watch the Seeker the whole time. It's fun. It's easy. Not a big deal. Hide and seek, 20 seconds, 12 CST. It's locked in. Scavenger hunt. We did this last Onlyfangs. Also very fun. Unfortunately, Winky's computer is... and it might be delayed a week or two. And I only trust Winky to do it right. So waiting on Winky on that one. Plunder Storm Tournament. So Twitch Rivals is doing one on the 25th. That's awesome. News to me. Didn't know about that. We have been given...
I don't think it's Twitch Rivals.
Whatever, Blizzard.
I think it's just Blizzard.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Point is, there is an official tournament happening. We have been given the go-ahead from Blizzard. They said to us they will help us in making our own in-house Plunder Storm tournaments. That's
huge.
Let's go.
Now, it's not like they have some crazy system built in. It's hard to get us into private lobbies, but they said it's possible as long as we're working with them at the time. It's janky, but it can be done, and they said they'll do it. So,
how much money is the prize pool?
Whatever the fuck we want. I can reward people gear. I could the winning team can choose whatever item they want from the auction house for their class.
Or Starforge PC?
Can we do money in party?
What about like $10,000 cash?
The problem is Starforge PCs. All the WoW players and streamers are going to win, and they don't give a about a new PC. They really don't.
I do.
I think having in-game
everyone is saying I care. You're not winning. I guarantee you.
How about $10,000 cash?
Oh my god.
10,000. Yeah. Yo, what about like a statue, like a WoW statue, or like a Frostmourne replica?
Yeah.
But I'm him.
These are all great ideas.
Wait.
How about something like a pot of gold?
So
how about something that the sweat's
a big pot of gold
about?
All of these are great ideas, but we could do a basic generic in-house Onlyfangs match. That's fine and dandy, but we can also do different things. We could have it to where me and Tyler are essentially like going to lead our own team, and we could do King of the Hill, where we're both imagine 2 lines of players, so 60 people in a lobby, 30 on each side, and we send in back-to-back 1v1s, and we'll see which team. So basically, one person goes in and 1v1s the other person. When one person dies, another person from their team comes in, and as soon as that person dies, the next person goes in, and you basically go until one team runs out of people. You can do that. We could do it to where me and Tyler will, or whoever, have a list of players, and we'll give each of you a currency. So let's say Peekaboo is a 5, because Peekaboo is very good at Plunder Storm. And let's say Zach is GG is 1, because Zach sucks. Me and Tyler only have 20. We have 20 points to spend. We have to make a team. You could do something like that.
Private lobbies have that kind of functionality though, to like give you abilities, to level them up and stuff.
So that was the issues. Are we able to level our characters up to 10? Because there won't be enough XP to go around. I haven't gotten back on that, but they're looking into it. Are we able to get 30 people on a team? I don't think so. Can the storm be disabled? I think that can be done.
Oh wow.
But
I like the current idea.
The mobs respawn, so I think there is enough XP.
Okay, but that's we can sit there and farm for 10 hours.
I think RFC has a guide for Plunder Storm.
Say again?
If you send people to one-on-one against each other, then there wouldn't be enough time to level up. Like if someone wins 5 times in a row, he gets level up, right? And then you send in your level 1 Pokemon, and it would just lose.
Well, I would hope everyone's level 10 and has the spells that they want to go in with. Ideally. Right, okay. But is that possible to set that up? I don't know. And I think they've gotten back to me, but I haven't looked into it. They haven't got back to me. I don't know if it's possible, but these are all things that have been considered. But at the worst possibility is we just do an in-house regular Plunder Storm event with a reward, and it could be fun, and maybe like we'll balance the teams out a bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, why don't we make sure that we have a $10,000 prize pool, and then you have to put 5s with 1s.
Yeah, I mean, there's also 3s. Like, we'll probably go around and we'll label people. I don't know who will do it. Giving around 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. And then, yeah, we'll probably try, like, each team can only be a total of, I don't know what number, like 7. You can't be higher than 7.
And Pika, I'm a 1, by the way. So if you
either way,
you want to,
so what about a raid spot for the winner?
It's just
for the third raid, sure.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, it would just be a raid spot for a sweat.
The person who wins is gonna have a raid spot anyways.
Why don't we have just another raid spot for another sweat? I mean, it's just silly.
Yeah.
It's also weird because you would be preparing
point.
for a raid. You'll be preparing for a raid to be good at Plunder Storm, which will make you worse at the raid.
I guess. So either way,
I mean,
we'll see what the reward is going to be.
Plunder Storm will be good in the raid.
Will be good either way, yeah.
We'll see. I just wanted to fill you guys in, kind of tell you what is in motion. There is Plunder Storm. We will do in-houses. We will avoid the Blizzard tournament. We'll probably do it after, just as a stupid fun match, because the actual event's on the 25th. Hide and seek, talked about it. We talked about scavenger hunt. We talked about drafting raid. Raid discussion. I talked about Onyxia cloaks. Talked about Tyler. He's going to be raid leading. I'm going to try and flesh out the rules on how Tyler has to raid lead, but he's going to have to study. And Miz is also going to have to raid lead one of them. And after they've raid led, I'm going to pass it to someone else. Someone who stream has high interest in watching them raid lead. So if you might be one of those people that ends up, like, you're a high percentage chance to end up raid leading one of these MCs, you can start studying now. And all bullshit aside, you probably know or can put together who it might end up being. I think that's pretty much it. Aside from that, Sardako put together a dumb video for all of the clips. We're going to watch those. I think points are going to be awarded. I haven't seen the video yet, so God help us. I don't know. Let's see if I can screen share this bullshit.
There's a limit in Discord, so you probably have to stream.
All right, everyone. I'm pulling a Lakari here, but everyone open up my stream here. I'll watch it on stream. I'll turn my camera off. And after this video...
+1 viewer.
Yeah, +1.
+1 for your soda.
All right, I am hard muting. We are watching the video. Go ahead and open the stream. Be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, muting Discord. Opening this.
Welcome to the Onlyfangs Top Clips of the Week. We have several different categories that we're going to get into today, but let's go ahead and start it off with the save of the week, which goes to the one and only Zeroji.
On mobs that are further away than 36 yards, like, yeah, that's just it.
Yeah,
line of sight doesn't do anything.
Much shorter, but it's hard if you play like 2 games. If you there is like not enough time at all to play.
Yes, my stream have all been like 12 hours plus lately.
I'm dead.
12 hours is
Dude, they heartbeat tick twice, right? On your poly?
No, the ogre
I'm dead.
dispels polys.
Holy.
But he was CC'd.
Later on, the other ogre was, I think Gunnar hit him with a whirlwind bleed.
Oh.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't see what was all CC'd.
Because I saw that the
this is
other
still
one
bad.
was CC'd, but...
Yeah, if you leave the ogre out, it breaks.
How is it?
CC.
This is when you kill the bot, get him to half, ads start running in right at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started plus I don't know, I'll take it.
Oh,
Oh, he does that too. Nice.
Wow. 1 millisecond longer on that feign death, and
Sardako,
that could have been
please.
fatal. Moving on to our next category,
Oh my God.
we have the Jabate of the Week. Taking second place in this category this week is Cyber and Western Plaguelands.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm
Apparently
actually
everyone's getting
dead,
ads.
bro.
That's unlucky.
Why would that break, bro? Why would... Oh, why would that break? Oh, my God.
Moving on to our next category, worst clips of the week. You already know who it is. Coming in at number 3, it's Grayson.
That's a pat. No.
Oh my God! Wait, we have to piece it. We actually have to run.
That's a double. Yeah. Run.
Run.
We have to roach.
People are AFK. People are not in this call. People are not in this call.
Are we actually running?
Yes,
it's running.
Where?
I mean,
Where?
it's possible.
Down here.
To the left. To the left. Does anyone have a training dummy?
Yeah, I'm so scared.
Keep up the stairs. Don't go into Ren's room. Up here.
Why is it a
training dummy on this guy? I used it.
This way.
Nice.
Okay, you're gonna pop out here. Go left.
We can jump down. It'll be safe once we jump.
Don't jump on this side though.
Yeah,
jump
not
on
this
the other
side. Far side. Far side.
Yeah.
They're
There's a
all coming
lot
in.
here, bro.
Man, be careful running with that guy. Coming in at number 2, we have Maester and his self-inflicted death in Tanaris.
Of the aggros. Okay. How do I deal with this? I think I just run. Do I run? I health pot, right? I just health pot, I think.
Meister.
I can't wait to hear what Sardako says about this.
No way.
And it looks like that Sappers 2, Onlyfangs 0. Taking home the gold star this week for the absolute worst play I have ever seen is our ex-guild leader, Sodapoppin.
Oh, come on. Oh my god, I forgot to... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I forgot to get f***ing fear still. I don't want to watch this again. I'm an idiot. I literally forgot to get f***ing fear. Resisted that. Oh, he's in the right form too. I spaced out. I literally spaced. Oh, I lose. Yep. I lose. I'm gonna cry. I'm an idiot.
20 years of World of Warcraft experience, and he forgot to press the one button that could have won him the duel. Well, at least he bet 200 gold on Tyler. Nothing's fishy about that. Moving on to a lighter subject, our next category is one of the most heartfelt clips I've seen in a long time. Take a look at Mama Faye in Strathholm Undead.
Dad, mana tide, mana pot.
I'm going down.
Oh no.
I'm going down.
I can't heal her.
I'm going down. I'm dead.
Oh my god. Just fight through it.
Save the rogue. It's okay, baby girl. Look, I would have died if they'd made me go to the raid. I would have died and possibly wiped the whole raid. So actually, look at it this way, baby girl. Look at it this way. You saved the raid from me if they had made me, because I would have killed so many people in that raid.
Wow, that should be a tutorial for how to handle a death clip. Moving on to our next category, Close Call of the Week goes to the 15 HP save from Pop's Barn Grill.
Oh shit, we got 2. Stone Claw. Health Pot. Come on, 1 down. Come on, come on. War Stomp. Heal. Let's get this heal. Come on, come on. Goddamn heal, go! Woo! Holy crap. That heal almost didn't go. Come on. 1 down. Woo!
Not even close. Well done, Pop's Barn Grill. Moving on to our last category of the day. Big shout out to James Dash for RP of the Week.
Good evening, champions of Azeroth. Welcome to the most anticipated battle in the history of this land, where power, rage, and honor collide in a contest like no other. Tonight, we stand at the crossroads of history, as 2 of the mightiest war chiefs ever to walk this world prepare to face each other in a brutal clash for supremacy. This is the Onlyfangs War Chief Championship. Now, it's no secret that it's been a grueling few weeks as the guild order has been thrown into disarray following the untimely death of one Sodapoppin. But it was in the guild's darkest hour, as Molten Core seemed but a fantasy for this scrappy group of content creators, that a new champion would arise and take up the mantle of War Chief and lead a beleaguered guild back to prosperity. But now, as we know, every good story doesn't end so easily. Rifts formed, factions were forged, and allegiances pledged as Sodapoppin climbed and clawed his way back to the ranks of the level 60s for a chance to take back the title of War Chief. And so here we stand, ready to settle it once and for all, for blood to be spilt and soak the ground of the very lands of which the victor will be declared War Chief. Tonight, we see the old gods of war battle for their place in the pantheon of Azeroth's most legendary leaders. Will it be the brutal power and sheer ferocity of the fell-infused Tyler 1? Or the spiritual fury and cunning of Troll King Sodapoppin? Only one will stand victorious. Only one will claim the title of the true war chief of Azeroth.
Can I get some cinemas in the chat for that one?
My God.
Damn, that was good. That's going to wrap it up for this week's Top Clips of the Week. I'm your host, Sardako, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, maestros.
Okay.
Epic Yap Monsters of History.
Yeah, thank you, Sardako, for that. Lovely. Much appreciated. I'm not sure how
Fantastic video.
I'm not sure how to delegate points for that because there's a lot of weird ass categories. Let me go through it again and I'll just decide on a whim here. Hang on.
The points pretty much come out to even. It's like it was a lot of +1, -1, so
Welcome
it ended up being no points for anybody.
Okay, so Zeroji saved. Hello?
Greetings.
Don't hear that? Okay.
Yeah, this is the 2 time.
All right. So at the end of the day, it was even, is what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay.
There was,
all right, then I'll
was
just
a lot of +1, -1, so it ended up being pretty much even. I mean, you could give -100 to the Torrents because it was Sony and Cyber.
Who gives? We'll just keep it even.
And then Pop's got like the +1 for them for the save. But yeah, that was it.
We're just gonna leave it as is. So yeah.
What? I heard my name. What happened?
Nothing. Don't worry about
it.
it.
I was just saying that you and Cyber got -100, but Pop's got you +100. So it's cool.
So the only change would be Tarans would lose 100.
Yeah, but I think that.
Who cares? Tarans already lost.
They need their points, man.
Yeah,
they already lost.
Can we just not have a deduction?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna have no points be changed based on the points this week. Next time I'll look into it a little bit earlier and I'll figure it out. But this week, no points are gonna get changed. I've went over pretty much everything. I do want you all to prepare for the dog days. I do want you to start farming some materials. We still need a couple things here and there. If you look at the Google Doc of what we need, we're gonna only be giving points for that. But from then on, guys, you're gonna have to basically farm your own shit. One other thing, next week on Sunday, Yamato and Lakari are gonna duel for 700 gold. So we're gonna have a little bit of a show match going on.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think of what else before I move us over to the tribute chest
Wait,
ceremony.
a Matara?
No, I think just a duel for 700 gold. I don't know if it's a best of 3. I don't know what rules they've decided, but they're having a duel. That'll be before. So we do tribute ceremony at 2 p.m. CST. So we'll probably have that duel going on at around 1 or 12 to 1. If you're on earlier and you want to be there for that and watch it, that will be happening then. I'll be there. I'm sure others will be there. I'm thinking that might be it. Yeah. So prepare for raid logging. You can farm your mats. You can do whatever, but we are going to end up in the dog day soon. Keep leveling your alts. Get your alts to level 60. Keep doing dungeons. You're getting points for it. Reminder of how points are going to function once we get into raid. Last place team will only roll 1 through 85 on gear. First place will roll 1 through 100. We will have individual benefits to the people that are farming the materials right now. So if you're last place and you have to roll 85 because you're an orc and you lost that week, there will probably be modifiers that will knock you back to 100 because of your individual help to the guild. That will be taken into consideration. We're going to have to work out the kinks on it, but that's sort of the mindset we're going in with.